The concept of spiritual awakening has a long history, spanning various cultures and religions worldwide. Whether referred to as nirvana, enlightenment, or bliss, it signifies the moment when an individual gains a fresh perspective on their life within this world. Initially, spiritual awakenings may be somewhat unsettling, prompting introspective questions like, who am I and what is my purpose? However, they also bring a sense of wonder and excitement, making one feel vibrantly alive. While the idea of spiritual awakening gained popularity in the Western world through the work of renowned psychiatrist Carl Jung, who described it as a return to one's original self, the experience of elevating one's consciousness has always been an inherent aspect of the human experience. In today's video, we're going to shed light on the dark side effects of spiritual awakening. We'll explore the often overlooked aspects of this profound journey that can leave you feeling lost, confused, and even isolated. But I will also guide you on how to navigate these challenges on your journey and help you understand that these are necessary side effects in the process of a spiritual awakening. Nobody expected this journey to be easy, did you? But before we delve into the shadows, let's acknowledge the life-changing potential of a spiritual awakening. A spiritual awakening has the power to fundamentally change your life. It's like stepping into a new dimension of existence, where you become aware of the interconnectedness of all living beings, and you discover a deeper sense of purpose. The world can suddenly appear more vibrant, more meaningful, and you may experience a heightened sense of empathy and compassion for others. In the midst of a spiritual awakening, you can find yourself shedding the layers of ego, materialism, and societal conditioning. This can be daunting and overwhelming and can lead one to question their sanity, which is of no light matter. You may also, on the other side of it, discover a sense of inner peace and bliss that you've never known before. The pursuit of inner harmony becomes a driving force in your life, leading you to explore ancient philosophies, meditation, and practices that nourish your soul. In essence, a spiritual awakening is a gateway to a life filled with purpose, self-discovery, and inner growth. However, it's crucial to remember that this journey is not all sunshine and rainbows. The very depth of the transformation it brings can lead to a dark side that we'll now explore. Oh, emotional turmoil can be a horrid thing indeed. Have you ever felt like you were caught in the eye of a storm, emotions swirling like a tornado of uncertainty? That's exactly where I found myself during a profound spiritual awakening. The allure of personal transformation drew me in, but the emotional turmoil that came with it was a tempest I could never have imagined. Imagine a life where you were told who you should be, what to believe, and how to navigate the world. This was my reality for years, living within the confines of societal expectations and conditioning. But then, like a bolt of lightning in the dark, I felt a call to awaken to a deeper truth within. The journey began with a simple question: who am I? I plunged into the depths of self-discovery, hoping to find clarity and purpose. Little did I know, I was stepping onto an emotional roller coaster with no safety harness. Understanding the significance of emotional turmoil during a spiritual awakening is crucial. It is not a sign of failure or regression, but rather a vital component of the healing and growth process. Emotional turmoil is a gateway to healing. It helps you process and release buried emotions, cleansing emotional wounds and freeing you from past burdens. Intense emotions during awakening catalyze personal growth and self-transformation. Confronting them deepens your understanding of yourself and the world. The journey reveals your true self. Emotional turmoil allows you to shed conditioned responses and societal expectations. You essentially start uncovering your true self and your deeper purpose in this life, which in turn paves the way for spiritual growth and enlightenment. My advice to you to manage this emotional turmoil is to start practicing self-compassion. You must be gentle and kind to yourself too during the awakening stage, and allowing your emotions to get the better of you will only hinder your progress. Start incorporating meditation and mindfulness to your daily routine. Meditation can ground you in the present moment and allow your body and emotions to relax and be present. Mindfulness is all about staying present in the here and now. It's the art of anchoring your awareness in the present moment, observing your thoughts and emotions without judgment. When we become more mindful, we are better equipped to face the emotional storms. We learn to acknowledge our feelings without getting lost in them, thereby gaining a sense of control and perspective. The practice of mindfulness allows us to process emotions with greater clarity. It's like shining a light on the murky corners of our inner world. With this heightened awareness, we can understand our emotions, where they stem from, and how they affect us. This understanding is a crucial step in resolving and healing the unresolved issues that may be causing emotional turmoil. Remember, the practice of mindfulness and meditation is not about escaping emotions. It's about embracing and understanding them. It's about cultivating an inner sanctuary that remains steadfast in the face of emotional storms. Through these practices, we find a sense of support and solace that can guide us through the most challenging moments of our awakening journey. Emotional turmoil, though challenging, leads to a brighter, authentic future. It's a testament to your courage in confronting the past and embracing transformation. As you navigate this terrain, remember the storms will subside, leaving inner peace, clarity, and a profound connection to your true self. Your spiritual awakening is a path to enlightenment and a deeper understanding of your purpose, offering hope for a life rich in self-awareness and fulfillment. They just don't understand me anymore. They must just be on a lower vibration than me. Maybe they are holding me back from my true calling in life. These are questions which will often conjure up in your mind during this process, and sometimes you may feel people you once found interesting or enjoyed being around are no longer of any interest to you. This can be a sign of a shift in consciousness and aspirations in life that your old friends or acquaintances simply do not line up with. As we progress on our journey, our inner landscape undergoes a profound transformation. Our values and priorities, once in alignment with the status quo, may shift dramatically. What once held great importance, such as material success or societal recognition, may no longer align with our newfound insights and beliefs. This shift can be bewildering and disorienting for those who have known us for years, as well as for ourselves. Our spiritual awakening often takes us on a unique and personal path of growth and self-discovery. This individual journey can diverge from the paths of our loved ones, causing a sense of disconnection and misunderstanding. It can feel as though we're speaking a different language or living in an alternate reality, which can be isolating and alienating. Those close to us may not fully grasp the profound changes happening within us. The concept of spiritual awakening might be foreign or even threatening to them, leading to fear, frustration, and skepticism. They may worry about the implications for your relationship or the potential consequences of these changes, further straining the connection. The divergence in values and the misunderstandings can sometimes lead to conflicts, tension, and emotional distance. These conflicts can range from minor disagreements to more significant challenges that strain the bonds of your relationships. The emotional isolation that results can leave you feeling adrift and emotionally drained. While relationship struggles can be emotionally challenging, it's essential to recognize that there is a way to navigate through the darkness and emerge stronger. Engage in open and honest conversations with your loved ones. Share your experiences and insights without expecting them to fully understand. Simply allowing them to see your vulnerability and passion can bridge the gap of misunderstanding. Explain your journey, express your emotions, and emphasize that this transformation is not a rejection of them, but a pursuit of self-discovery and growth. Find and connect with like-minded individuals who are also on a spiritual awakening journey. These communities, whether in person or online, offer a sense of belonging and understanding that can be incredibly comforting and supportive. Sharing your experiences with others who are walking a similar path can help reduce the sense of isolation. Cultivate patience and empathy. Understand that your loved ones may need time to come to terms with your transformation. Their reactions may initially be marked by confusion, concern, or resistance. Be patient with their reactions and offer empathy toward their concerns. It may take time for them to adjust to the changes in your values and beliefs. The dark side of relationship struggles during a spiritual awakening can be emotionally taxing, but it's crucial to view these challenges as part of the transformation process. While some relationships may evolve or even end, others may deepen and become more meaningful. Your spiritual awakening is a deeply personal journey, and it is okay to prioritize your growth and well-being. Remember that, as challenging as it may be, these relationship struggles can lead to a more authentic and fulfilling life. Your spiritual awakening is a path to a deeper understanding of your true self, and your journey can inspire growth and transformation, not only within yourself, but also within your relationships. While the darkness may seem overwhelming, there is always light to be found on the other side. This light represents a more authentic and harmonious way of relating to the world and those you love as you continue to evolve and explore your spiritual journey. Awakening can push us to the brink of insanity, but it marks a significant turning point in our reality. One of the most profound moments on this journey occurs when we begin to shed our old identity and let go of our former consciousness. This transitional phase, where we straddle both worlds, is the pivotal moment in our personal development. This is what we call the crossroads. The process of awakening is filled with twists and turns, and one of the most challenging aspects is the sensation of losing one's mind, both in a literal and figurative sense. The mind grapples with the task of processing multiple realities simultaneously, leading to a strange feeling of dissociation. This dissociation can make you question the reality of everything, or conversely, make you feel like you're going crazy. As we shed layers of conditioning, the mind and ego often resist, clinging to our past identity. What's particularly strange is that not only do you feel like you're losing your old identity, but you also suddenly find yourself disconnected from the familiar world you once knew. You're now detached from your previous conditioning and the reality you grew up in. The safety net you relied on has vanished, and the bubble has burst. This can be a frightening experience. Many people in this phase genuinely question their sanity. Some seek guidance or even medication to make sense of what's happening. It's not just a feeling of dissociation, it's a profound loss of identity. You're shedding lifetimes of old conditioning, and that takes time to replace. The feeling of teetering on the edge of insanity comes from the ego being threatened by the new experiences you're having, even though you're also remembering. The reason it feels like madness is that this is something entirely beyond your everyday experiences. Your ego raises a red flag, intimidated by the presence of something outside your current reality. This is the ego struggling to maintain control over your consciousness. This process can be terrifying and disorienting as you find yourself caught between the old duality-based consciousness and the sudden emergence of a new, singular consciousness. Things you once loved suddenly lose their appeal. Your mind craves new experiences, but at the same time, there's a strong resistance to letting go of the old self. Realizations may occur, but your mind screams, "I want my old life back." The identity crisis phase is when all of this becomes palpable. However, the mind doesn't know how to embrace the new identity and experiences, leading to resistance to the old energy and a sense of chaos. You now feel caught between two worlds of thought. As we go through the ascension process, we're shedding old thought patterns, friendships, relationships, and jobs because they no longer align with our vibrations. While this can initially be emotionally challenging, it's ultimately a positive change. Your mind is releasing its old identity to embrace renewal. In essence, it's not so much an identity crisis as it is a process of self-discovery by tapping into your long-term subconscious memory. Think of it as straddling two different or conflicting realities simultaneously. In an unawakened person, this might lead to confusion or even madness, which is often misunderstood. However, in a Kundalini awakening, we aim to bridge these two worlds, merging them into one. The old is transforming into the new. The good news is that this phase will eventually pass. For some, it may take years to fully understand and integrate this connection, while for others, it might only take months. Awakening is a unique experience for each individual, and though many symptoms are similar, the personal journey varies as each soul follows its distinct path. Is it really worth it? Am I capable of doing this? Am I doing this right or good enough? Am I on the wrong path? Why am I not enlightened yet? Is there really any higher state of consciousness anyway? Achieving your dreams and goals requires time, effort, courage, and persistence. It's not always enjoyable. Whether you're training for a marathon, pursuing higher education, raising a child, starting a business, or on a journey of self-discovery, you'll experience moments of success and joy, as well as times when you question your abilities and the value of your efforts. Doubts may creep in about whether you're doing things right, whether you're capable, intelligent, or have what it takes. It's natural to have these thoughts, but they are not reality, and it's essential not to give in to them. Indeed, you might have just thought, "I'm feeling lazy. It doesn't seem to be working. I've put in so much effort, and I'm not seeing any change. Others seem to be further ahead than me." These thoughts are common, but they don't reflect the truth, and it's crucial not to let them hold you back. To reach the mountain's summit, persistence is key. It's perfectly okay to pause, rest, and relish the view. You can even turn back if the weather takes a turn for the worse, or gather the necessary equipment you may have overlooked. The ascent can be taken at a leisurely pace, or you might opt for a less steep trail. There are various routes to the top, not just a quick and straightforward ascent. The key is not to give up on your climb. Much like that mountain trail, the spiritual journey presents its own challenges, primarily rooted in our thoughts. Our minds can be quite cunning, resistant to change, and inclined to keep us in our comfort zones. They fear that if we become more conscious and awakened, they may become obsolete. Hence, the mind employs doubt-inducing thoughts to deter us from our spiritual growth. Overcoming self-doubt can admittedly be challenging, but we can incorporate some techniques to tackle self-doubt. The first and most crucial skill to develop is cultivating a neutral witness within yourself. This is your higher consciousness, capable of observing your thoughts, words, and actions without making judgments. It merely perceives, listens, and acknowledges what is occurring in your thoughts and the reactions they trigger, manifesting in your words and actions. With this neutral witness inside you, you can identify doubt as it arises. When you notice that doubting mind, acknowledge it. Your neutral witness doesn't react to your doubts with panic, anger, or worry. It simply observes and says, "There it is again." Keep in mind that doubt is a common human experience, but it doesn't necessarily reflect reality. Thoughts, in and of themselves, aren't inherently true. They are mental constructs. We have the capacity to generate a wide range of thoughts. For example, right now, you could choose to think rather absurd things, like imagining your toes as strawberries or picturing poop as a musical composition in mud form. Did that bring a smile to your face? Probably because these thoughts are clearly unusual, and you know they're not factual. Interestingly, we often believe various thoughts that, while perhaps not as strange, are equally untrue. Why? It's because they are familiar. We've repeated these thoughts time and again, and our habit of thinking them makes them seem true, even though they may not be. The neutral witness gives you a fresh observation point on those thoughts. You can begin to question anything that arises, especially doubt. The neutral witness within you can bring your attention to the fact that it is happening. When you are aware in that moment, then you actually have a choice. If we're unconscious of our thoughts, they'll tend to run us. But when they are consciously observed, then we can decide whether or not to believe them and what thoughts we'd like to change. The next time a doubt about your meditation, yoga practice, or other spiritual endeavor arises, cultivate that neutral witness within you. Question the thought, give yourself a little compassionate understanding, and consider what to refocus on to keep you on that trail up the mountain. Doubt is likely a sign that you are progressing and have leveled up to a greater challenge and capacity for spiritual awareness. The universe is saying that you are ready for more. It's getting a bit steep on that incline, so keep your eyes on the trail ahead and know that even when your mind doesn't think so, you are making progress. So, we have gone through 4 dark side effects of spiritual awakening. Now I would like to hear your experiences in the comments about a side effect you personally experienced and how you overcame it. I ask that you see these effects as what they really are, an opportunity for growth and spiritual enlightenment. This path is not easy, so we should never assume it is a walk in the park. If you enjoyed this video, please do leave a like and subscribe to my channel with your bell notifications turned on so you never miss out on future content such as this one. Have a great day, everyone, and thank you for watching.